Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So apparently Canelo Alvarez, he's not taking the news too well of Gervonta Tank Davis being the face of boxing today. Canelo, he was recently asked in an interview to give his thoughts on people saying that now Gervonta is the face of boxing. And Canelo, he said, I'm not retired yet. They can say whatever they want, but you know, it's not that easy. One fight don't put you in that position. You need to do a lot of things. But I like Gervonta. I like Gervonta Davis a lot, you know, but you need to do more things to be the face of boxing, not just one fight, and one fight with Ryan Garcia. I respect Ryan Garcia, but what he brings to be the face of boxing, end quote. Okay, there's a lot to unpack, but let me start by saying this. The face of boxing is not a mythical title. It's not just some type of political talking point. The face of boxing is based on the numbers, and we know the numbers don't lie. It's based on the statistical facts. Now, while Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia did 1.2 million pay-per-view buys, 400,000 buys just for DAZN alone, and 700,000 to 800,000 for Showtime PBC. Not to mention, forget about Ryan Garcia for a second. If you just look at Gervonta's last, 4 or 5 opponents, no matter who Gervonta faced, it was a big event. The week of the fight, the week before the fight, leading up to the fight, it was a big event. Everyone was talking about it. Now Canelo Alvarez is fighting this weekend and no one is even talking about it. A lot of people don't even know he's fighting this weekend. It's almost like Jaime Munguia is fighting this weekend. When you are the face of boxing, you also have a responsibility to make sure that you're challenging yourself to continue to bring in the statistical numbers to prove that you're the face of boxing. Canelo, he could have chose to fight Jermall Charlo, David Benavidez, Bivol next, but he decided to fight against John Ryder in Mexico. By way of contrast, Gervonta Tank Davis has been selling out arenas all across the country. Even when Canelo fought Bivol, there were empty seats all around the arena. So once again, being the face of boxing is not based on your opinion. It's based on the actual numbers. And these numbers are basically points, which makes Gervonta Tank Davis the score leader. I mean, if this was the NBA, right now, Canelo Alvarez, he's averaging 6 to 8 points a game. And Gervonta is blowing him out of the water, averaging 30 to 50 points a game. Something else Canelo Alvarez, he said that didn't make any sense when he was trying to justify why he believes that he's still the face of boxing. He said, I haven't retired yet. Well, I got news for you, Canelo. Oscar De La Hoya, he didn't retire after he lost to Floyd Mayweather. Canelo is trying to make it seem like being the face of boxing is just making it into the Hall of Fame. Once you make it, you don't have to ever worry about being removed. It doesn't work that way. Once you become the face of boxing, you have to work even harder. You have to continue to win. You have to continue to win some of the most significant fights. And this is something Canelo Alvarez was not able to do. You guys have to remember, Canelo was in a very unique situation because he's one of the only fighters that I know of that eventually became the face of boxing, mainly because he lost to the real face of boxing, Floyd Mayweather. That's what made Canelo Alvarez popular, or more popular. Remember, he was also fighting on Floyd Mayweather's undercards before they fought against each other. So Canelo Alvarez's biggest claim to fame is losing to Floyd Mayweather, while Gervonta's claim to fame is knocking out almost every single opponent that he faces as the competition gets better and better. Now, I'll close out with saying this though. Canelo Alvarez, he is right. He's not retired yet, and that does mean he still has a chance of becoming the face of boxing. But to do that, he would have to take the biggest challenges. He would have to fight a David Benavidez, a Jermall Charlo, a Demetrius Andrade, a Bivol. And the most important thing is he would have to win those fights the way Gervonta wins his fights, in dominant fashion. And we know that's not going to happen. This is the reason why Canelo has chose to fight John Ryder, because he knows how difficult it would be to beat those guys that I just mentioned. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, the fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Diki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.
My name is Chris, and I'm all the way here from Anchorage, Alaska at Scalp Carolinas, and I'm here for my second treatment of SMP. Well, I was sitting at home one day and going over my Facebook page, and they have different, like advertisements popping up, and I saw one for SMP, and I saw some pictures of some guys, before and after, and I was looking at that, and it caught my attention, so I Googled it. SMP, nothing showed up in my area. So, I did a little more research, and all of a sudden, Scalp Carolinas popped up in the web browser. So I started watching his videos and seeing all the reaction from all the other people. We talked on the phone, we made appointments and everything. I sent him pictures, and he looked at them, and I was like, "Can you fix this?" And, he pretty much said, "No problem." My first session, he made me feel extremely comfortable. It was almost like I was talking to family. He started, and during the whole treatment, we talked and, about our families and our life, and, and things that he does and things that I do. And before I know it, the first session was over. When you see someone doing something that they love, as much as I see Enoch Glover love what he does, it shows in his work. I wouldn't point anyone in any other direction but here to North Carolina, Scalp Carolinas, to get this done.